Good day. Good day.
Good day.
I need mana.
more run walk.
Hello.
Two. Percent chance to FX. 51. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's continue with Act 2. Should have a nice damage bump now from getting the Act 2 Mercenary and Nightmare. Smite Aura is going to come in handy. Nice. Making quick work of this area. That's a two-socket sword, or a two-handed sword. Try to cast the ravens on top of Radamant. Going off Pricker.
Good day, they say.
Alright, we're getting our direwolves up there. Got me a pretty good damage source in itself.
I've heard that you are.
Good day.
How may I help you?
Bulls. It's probably time to dump some of this stuff. I think the life charms can go. Probably directly in the garbage, actually. Later they get up to plus 20. Although in hardcore, maybe they have a little bit more value. Yeah, we'll hang on to them for now. Alright, that works. Alright, let's just start running through. Stop for champions or elites, like here. Other than that, we're just going to be trying to run our way through this area. Ballroom. It's pretty nice. Bastard Sword is two-handed? Keep forgetting. Yeah. Does have 4 sockets though. I'm looking for a one-handed with 4 sockets. Where is the entrance? There it is. Unlock, but nothing else. So the dead, I already got my cube. It's one quest you don't have to repeat in Nightmare and Hell difficulties. Alright, not downstairs. Alright, so far Oasis. Another pack. Ouch. Thought he was dead already. Waypoint. Ooh, gem shrine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So it's upgrading gem in your inventory, so it'll turn a flawless emerald into a perfect one. So I think traditionally that's the most useful gem. Although at the moment, I probably care about topazes more. But down the road, I'll wish I'll have gotten as many perfect amethysts as possible. Alright, there's the maggot lair. This is going to be a hell for a summoner build, but at least I have teleport now, so I can kind of skip areas. I'm kind of stuck. We got the waypoint, so it shouldn't be too bad getting back there. When I teleport into a new room, I guess I should teleport into the corner.
Blessings to you.
I mean, I get stuck
Stay a while
easier
and
there, but
listen.
at least I'll be protected more by my minions. I mean, none of these are particularly good. You do need jewels for different recipes, but at some point, I don't think it's going to be the bottleneck. I can always find more jewels.
Not enough mana.
That wasn't the right room anyways. Let's just go forward. such a pain. Okay, let's go this way. Nice, okay. You guys want to come participate or what? Ouch. It's kind of painful in here too. Mercenary is getting trashed there. I don't know what he's doing, but it's teleporting back to me. Okay, that looks like a loop. But I can teleport over here. Annoying. That's annoying for sure. She'll spike. Okay. Hasn't been completely horrible so far. Why can't I open this? Okay. It's a dead end. we found it. Okay. The worst zone was not terrible. What's going on with this poison? I think I got cured. Gone through 2 healing pots and the poison's still draining me quickly. Like, my health is
Good to see you.
It is
insane.
an honor to serve you.
The stuff.
Actually, that's some good resist.
How do I know I can trust?
Anything else interesting down here? Not really. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, I don't think poison can kill you, but it will put you down to 1 life. But that was like some crazy super poison, because I kept draining and draining and draining. I went through my whole life pool like 3 times. And I still cured it at the end, so I don't know, who knows how long it would have kept going for. Let's look for the exit up here. $27 to $64. I mean, faster, same attack speed. Same damage. But this one adds some extra gold. Yeah, this is just straight up better.
Put that to good use.
Not a giant's upgrade, but it is an upgrade. Oh, hey, mercenary. You were here the whole time? Yay. Found it. Nice. Valley of the Snakes.
Oh no. Snakes. I hate snakes.
I think we'll just take it slow in here. What are these? Is it Saigon set? Nice. He's gonna roll up to 15 defense. Minimum roll.
I can't carry on.
Minion group, we'll kill that first. Then we can take the stairs. Wait, who cursed? Who did the cursing? Where's the minion group? Are they in here? There they are, okay. Those look familiar. Okay.
I can't carry anymore. Ah, yes. The sun warms the world once more.
I've
Alright, I think we're about halfway through this act. Some of this stuff away.
I can't.
Yeah. All this is like kinda okay, but at the same time, not really worth the inventory slots.
I've been researching. Welcome. When the I have.
guys are heads up. Ah. Fast. Yeah, boys. I hate that I kind of need to like run past enemies just so my minions will follow me and start attacking the enemies themselves. Because it's dangerous to run past enemies. It's either that or teleport. Arctic Bindings. I feel like I have that one. Yep.
This was not designed by nature's
Yikes.
architect.
Okay, let's not go that way. This is kind of like Mega Layer too. It's not great for a summoner with all these hit points. But I do have the ability to teleport now, which helps a lot. Cross. Zoom and weapon swap are right next to each other on my keyboard. It's kind of nicely, Raven's blind these ranged guys as well, so I don't get hammered from range as much. It's anything Ravens can't do. Yeah, there's a vine that, you get to choose one vine. So I wasn't sure with this one. So whenever you create corpses, they'll basically, as you kill stuff, it'll replenish your life, which seems good. The problem with that is, I don't know, I don't want to mess with my DPS at all. Like, the biggest downside of this character is that its clear speed is really slow. And direwolves have the ability, where does it say that? Eating corpses to increase damage. So if this is eating all the corpses, there's not going to be any corpses left for the direwolves. This is the way I'm thinking. The poison vine, I can just not use it. Just not use any vine. But I figure since I have it, I might as well. If I get some plus to skills gear too, it might not die so instantaneously. But yeah, right now I'm really concentrating on just damage and magic find. Those are the only two things I really care about at the moment. Maybe in hell difficulty I need to worry more about survivability. Especially as this is hardcore. It's just an annoying level. It's the wrong direction. Okay, let's do this one section at a time. I'm so stuck. No, it's running. Let's go up to player's 8 to open all these chests. Some of them are super chests sometimes. Alright, wrong direction.
Good day.
Yeah, maybe it'll be fine. Like, I'm not sure how often it's eating corpses and stuff, but I did a little Googling on it. I couldn't find any information. It's a magic find. That would put me up to 60 if I got 3 of those instead of 48. Eventually you'll find 4-socket armor too. Don't know when that starts. But I know places to put rings and amulets. Alright, let's stuff them down here, I guess. Level 45, I'm gonna start cubing all those. Which is almost now. A few more notches.
Welcome to my shop.
Let's try this way. I need to go back to players 1 there. Alright, let's skip ahead. Let's get past all the players 8 enemies. Alright, should be fine here. I'm gonna be using weapon swap a lot. I should probably find a new hotkey for that. Oh, nice. Second run.
Finally. Now I can leave this twisted nightmare.
There's the level up. We're done with direwolves too now. Start working on the bears.
Seek.
Okay, now I'm high enough level I can get a +1 summoning amulet, a
Hello.
+2 summoning
I
amulet,
feel no
or a +1 to all
Good
druid
evening.
skills amulet. So, yeah. We'll get quite a few attempts here. We also got an okay shot at getting a better ring too. I want something with high magic find that has something better than half freeze duration, which is almost worthless. It's a skiller, but for Amazon. Nope. 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 Okay, nothing. But we can keep 3 amulets back into one ring, and then keep going back and forth until we have nothing left. So for rings is something decent with magic find. Like 20 resistance and some magic find, something like that. Or no, it'd have to be the suffix. So, I don't know, magic find and life or something along those lines. Nope. It's gonna be a big waste of time, isn't it? I'm never gonna use that. I'm never gonna use that. Early cold resist, no way. Early poison resist maybe, but We'll get rid of it anyways. Wow. Nope. We're gonna get right down to 1 jewel, aren't we? Okay, one last chance at a ring. Alright, we got absolutely nothing. But we did free up like 50 inventory slots, so I'm happy about that part at least.
Good evening.
Inventory cleared. Looks like it. I cast bear in front, else just sitting there. Yeah. But the other problem is the bear is kind of like half my mana pool, maybe more. So for the same amount of mana, I could also put like 4 wolves in the front. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Which one's better to be up there? I think the best way to just move my stuff around is just by teleporting. Oh, speaking of which, I should refill my teleport charges. I also want to keep an eye out for higher resistance gloves in the shop.
Evening.
Yeah. Okay, do I know where I'm going? Or do I need to talk to someone? Triangle. I'll pretend that I know it's on the left. I have no idea where it is. Champion's down here. Not a triangle, that's a square. Some sort of star. Triangle, here we go. What's my Raven damage up to? Almost 500 now. I think I got this super poison on me again. My healing barely counteracts the poison, and the poison's just not going away.
Good day.
Weird.
Good day.
Two mods with 10%. Got all these like a lot of mediocre charms. I don't need lightning res right now. And the gold fine's pretty terrible. This is probably garbage, but until I find better resistance charms, I should probably hang on to the ones I got.
Yes.
Just in case I need to bump up lightning res for some reason. Temp portal. A war sword. That's one-handed. War sockets? Not even possible. Too small. It's gotta be like a broadsword or crystal sword or something. Alright, so this was a dead end. I'm feeling north.
Thanks.
Dexterity and 8 poison. Yeah, like all these rolls are pretty low. I do need poison res, and we're getting shredded by poison in here, so I'll hang on to it for now. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to get a little dangerous. I used to not have to pay attention to what I was doing at all. I find myself running into trouble sometimes. could use new belts. What does this one look like? Nova on strike. A little bit of fire res. Good gold bind on it, I guess, but that's not really important. Yeah. Resist. Nice to find a paladin shield with some good resistances for later. Hey, found it. Okay, let's take on Duriel like players 5, try to get some better loot. I go pick out the staff.
Stay a while and listen.
I think he does cold damage, right? I think I had cold boots. Yeah, swap these in. Alright, so load up on potions.
Greetings.
I can't carry anymore.
Give it some extra cold resist. And then, yeah, let's go. Let's resummon stuff as it dies. Mine just instantly dies every time I summon it. It's not a fast fight, but it's pretty easy. I don't know how my guy's getting targeted. Oh, he's gone. There's my Might Aura. Yeah. It's probably faster to... Even if there's not going to be any issues, it's probably faster to re-summon this guy to get the Might Aura back.
Yes, citizen.
Just because it gives so much, Hello. What am I doing? Yeah, it gives so much DPS buff to all my other minions.
Good day.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Alright, let's do it. Close. Heavy bracers. I don't know what that is. Probably means it's not great. Unless that's Frostburn. Maybe that's Frostburn. Little fire resist. Don't know enough about assassins, but I imagine at level 30 this isn't fantastic. Shadow Discipline. I feel like they use martial arts and traps. This is probably their least used tree. Anyways, could probably sell it though. Oh. Okay, first I thought these are chance cards, which would be an amazing magic find. But this is the upgrade version of chain gloves, so... yeah, this is a big surprise to me. Ghoul hide. Not for this character. The mana leech and damage to undead. Interesting. There's probably some sort of niche where that can be okay. What does it roll? 4 to 5 mana steal and up to 190 defense. Yeah, that's a really bad roll. Minimum mana and low end of the defense. We found 11 unique so far. Probably a couple I missed from the first couple streams, but that's alright. Anything else on the ground here? Nope. It's a battle sword, by the way.
I can't carry anymore.
That is the sword I want to check if it has sockets. Still looking for that 4-socket sword.
Greeting, my friend. Diablo, I will find you yet.
Good evening. I'm sorry.
Be nice if I got some life leech on my mercenary. You can kind of keep himself alive instead of me always having to heal him.
Greetings, Jaren.
Greetings. Welcome to...
You not?
Hello there.
Hello. Yeah, nothing interesting here. Prismatic. More blocking and 17% resist. What's this old shield of mine doing? 24. I could definitely upgrade my shield. I was hoping to get that rune word, but that doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon for me. Rhyme or Splendor. See, Shale I don't have. Splendor. Lum. I don't think I have Lum. But there is just a good defensive shield down here somewhere. Could have made it a long time ago, I didn't. But it's basically like 45% resist all. Which is basically double what my shield's doing right now at 24%. Rel or Tell. I could also just stuff diamonds in a shield.
Greetings.
I only got one perfect diamonds, but 19% times 3. Yeah, that would be like almost 60% resist. I can go 19, 14, 11. That's at 30, 44% resist all. These look good though. Lightning fire is the most important, poison's the least important, so this is like kind of perfect. Obviously, everything max is better, but I'm happy with where I'm at. Yeah, it's no reason to waste any gems or runes yet.
Yes?
Level 18 for 3 strength. I don't know what to get rid of. The run walk is nice, but I guess I don't need it. Let's take the run walks off. Gives me a good amount of inventory slots, I think. Got so many Ral runes. Two hells. I could upgrade an am. Is this something I need? What's after am? Soul. I do need a soul. So I could sacrifice 3 ams for a soul. Then what can I make? So spirit sword I can make, I just need the 4-socket sword. Lore helmet with the soul. I have a +1 Raven helmet with 2 open slots, so I could do +1 all and +2 to Raven. I don't even know if that's better than +3 Raven. It probably, yeah, definitely is better. Because I forgot the way the synergies work. The +1 all will actually buff the Raven in many ways. I'd like to find a better base, though. So if I can, I'll hold off on that. Don't want to waste my only soul rune on that, especially when I'm upgrading to make a soul rune. I can make an insight for my mercenary. Don't really need the meditation aura per se, but it would just be a lot of damage for my mercenary, which is kind of nice. However, this is not the polearm I want to my mercenary. Once I get a co-rune, I'm going to be swapping that out too. Bulwark requires a soul, and this is something I'll definitely use long term. However, it also requires a shale, which I don't have. Okay, I think making that soul is not going to help too much. Yeah, this is the one I want to do later. And I got the level requirement for all this stuff too. I just lacking the bases and the runes. Yeah, because I have this helmet here, this one. So 2 sockets and a raven, +1 Raven. So this will be +1 all skills with lore, and then +1 Raven as well. And the weird thing about synergies with these summon skills is they all work with each other. So getting +1 Spirit Wolf from or getting +1 skills will increase the Spirit Wolf here. But it'll also increase like the things it says at the bottom. Because the Dire Wolf is 1 higher. And because the Summon Grizzly is 1 higher, I'll get the +15% life and +10% damage. And it's the same for all 3 of these. It's the only 3 skills in the game where synergies from gear actually carries over. But it wouldn't work for Raven, though. So technically my Raven, my biggest damage dealing spell would be doing slightly less damage. Because those synergies below require hard points. Points I actually put into this tree. 45. Well, I think that's it for Diablo for now. Let's I'll probably restart the stream and do a little SC2. Oh, do we gotta do the cutscenes for all 3? For normal, Nightmare, and Hell as well? Yeah. Well, you can actually have up to 3 staff mods on a helmet. See, like this one has 3. They gotta be similar-ish in level. So, I could get, for instance, I could get one that's like 2 sockets with +3 to summon Grizzly, +3 to summon Direwolf, and +3 to Heart of the Wolverine. And then I can make the lore helmet out of that. So +1 to all, and then on top of that, another 9 skill points for these guys. That would be the dream. And then later in the game, there's actually like a 3-socket helmet where you can get +2 skills. I think it's called like Delirium or something. Yeah. So any 3-socket helm. It's got a whole bunch of weird crap that makes things run away. But the key is this, +2 skills. And then, what we really, really want, just because of the name, there's a helmet with Raven right in the name. Raven lore. So it's got +3 elemental skills, and I don't have any skills in the elemental tree. But it does have +7 to druid, which is pretty cool. Probably a helmet more for a fire druid, because you got the elemental skills and you got the minus enemy fire resistance. But still, +7 Raven with, 15 to 25% resist all. It'd be pretty nice for me, too. Is there any other items with Raven in the name? I should really be wearing those. Blood Raven's Charge. Oh, Ravenfrost, of course. Not a ring for my class, but it's a ring a lot of classes use because you cannot be frozen. Like if you're swinging a sword and you get frozen, then you get slowed to a crawl. So you want to have a ring like this to prevent that from happening. Ravenclaw is actually an incredible bow. Not for the Amazon, which is the archer class, but for the paladin and the sorceress. Oddly enough. Because the paladin and sorceress can apply fire damage to themselves, and then that gets applied to this special explosive arrow that's built into Ravenclaw, and ends up being just like insane damage. Stone Raven. That's Amazon only. Graven. I don't think that counts as a Raven item. Crane Peak. Crane Beak. That sounds Raven-ish. Has some Raven charges on it. Obviously I don't need that as a druid. I can make my own Ravens. What set items? Any set items with Raven in the name? No. Any rune words with Raven in the name? No. This is like an endgame item for me. I'll probably never get there, but it's a one-handed weapon with +3 to all skills. And some crazy other mods too, like 40% faster cast rate, 20 of replenished life, resistances of 30 to 40. Even this Oak Sage is like it buffs your health, and this is something like any other class could use. Obviously as a druid I got it built in for myself, but I use the Heart of the Wolverine though. You can only have one Sage out at once, and I figure the one that adds damage is the one I should be using. But the Oak Sage is really good too. Adds so much health to you and your minions. And probably is the main choice for hardcore. You know, it's one of those things that can help keep you alive a lot. Right now I can't find a Co because it's too high level for me. to find. That's like a level 39 rune. But this also requires a Vex, which is level 55, and a Pull, which is level 45. So Ko is actually the easy rune to find for this one. I don't know if I ever found a Vex back when I played Diablo 2 way back in the day. That's how rare it was. Pulls, I think I found quite a few. And Vex, honestly, isn't even one of like the really rare runes. It's like semi-rare. Found a Zod once? Yeah, that's definitely the rarest. If we go to the rune list. So these are the last 4 runes. The bear and the jaw are actually the most useful, we'll say. So these are the ones you want to find. But these two are technically more... The Cham and the Zod are even more rare. They have less usages, but it's harder to find them. I'm pretty sure I remember this actually. I had 3 Sur runes, I had 2 Bear runes. I had no Vex. And I never found a Jaw either. I don't even think I ever spent them too. I think I was saving up for Enigma, and then I stopped playing the game. Alright, I'm gonna cut the stream off here, and then I'll restart in about 5 minutes. And we'll be playing StarCraft 2.